Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite with fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Imaginators Soul Seekers series here in the channel. Today, we're going to be concluding with the very same level we begun at the end of the previous episode. That being, of course, the abandoned amusement park, where we're going to grind along here and activate what is going to be a light elemental zone. So we'll need to switch out to a character corresponding to the light element count, which I'll get into the element of the area change once more. Well, I have a little bit of a newsflash for all of you folks. Neither of our light senseis have yet activated their sensei shrines, so obviously we cannot attain 100% game completion without them having done so. So in order not to risk said 100% game completion, we are going to utilize our light smasher, hope for the best. Yes, but this is what we have rainbow power for, as well as, you know, crazy black hole creating messes, because I'm so powerful I can just kind of like rip open black holes in the ground apparently. Yeah, the smasher is quite ridiculous, as you can tell from this gameplay style right now. It's tri-tip all over again. Legendary tri-tip that is, where they just kind of overwhelm their enemies with sheer bombarding force. Boom! And then, you know, as if this damage output wasn't enough, we knock them back constantly. So this loop of them taking too much damage to the face and being knocked back by said damage means that they never have the opportunity to even attack us, let alone defeat us. In other words, we are just that awesome. Okay, this guy's got to go. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about when I say he's got to go. That is what I'm saying. Boom, get him out of here. That's a very welcoming sight, that is right there. Boom, boom, shake it for room. Now, it was very funny in the previous episode how much we got done compared to how much we usually get done in these episodes. It was one of those where you wouldn't believe for 30 minutes was the length of it. Okay, let's take these guys down, because this is going to be yet another 30-minute episode where we'll see how much time is left after doing this level before we think about whether or not we want to tackle Kaos's lair as well. That's a very convenient time to level up. Thank you, leveling up, bods. You were clearly on my side for once. That is a very rare instance, and I'm not going to get used to it because our chances of seeing it again are incredibly slim. And our Light Smasher, over 1,000 health. That is quite the mighty health bar to go alongside our very mighty Light Smashing character in and of itself. So let's gather up that Imaginate gear. It's a rare piece, the mace. Pretty cool. So let's lift up this platform, and then obviously we can complete the egg rescue game whilst we're here as well. We're on stage 10 already. We need a bomb. Boom, we're going to drop on them guys actually. That's not what we needed the bomb for, but you know, we'll take we'll make use of the resources we have is what I'm saying here. Let's rescue that egg. Take out some more fools before they take out the eggs before we can get to them. That's not what we want them to do, not at all, because it's kind of hard to rescue the eggs if the eggs are being destroyed along the way. That's what we have bombs for. Yeah, baby. Okay, take out that guy some more. Okay, that last one, because it's being covered by the egg, we need to utilize a rocket. And quickly, let's get that egg out of there. That was way too close to concept. But in the end, we were in fact successful. That is what matters. Got some treasure along the way too, which we can utilize for upgrades, such as this guy's soldier ability. Don't mind if we do, because if there's one thing this guy was already, it was not powerful enough. Okay, my apologies about that cut right there, but as I was saying, what we're going to be doing here is swapping out for a Skylander that's going to anticipate the upcoming tech section. So we're going to do two birds with one stone here, place chain reaction onto portal power, so that then we can tackle the battle gong, as well as anticipate said tech section that's coming up later in the level. Boom! There's the battle gong, having been, well, gong more or less. There's no real better term for it. What can I say? What is the for gonging something, I guess. I don't know. My commentary's going a little bit off rails because rather than focusing on commentary right now, what I really should be doing is focusing on not dying, because this is definitely one of the tougher combat sections of the game right here. But luckily for us, all this chaos on screen, I'm hoping it's as hard for the enemies to keep up with as it is for me. Yes, take all of these things to the face, take it to the face some more, that's what I'm talking about, but I'm very low on health right now, which I'm not a large fan of, at all. Luckily, this is what I have, like your laser lightning attacks for. Let's freaking go, finish them off. Woof, I was very worried he was going to hit me then, and when those guys drop their hammers, Usually it doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the arena or not, because they still wind up hitting you regardless. But say with 177 health to spare, Chain Reaction has gotten through this by the skin of his teeth, even though I'm sure his teeth, like the rest of his body, is made up of chains. That's where he gets his name from, Chain Reaction. There wouldn't be much of a chain reaction without all the chains reacting. I'm not going to apologise for that pun, like all my other puns for that matter. But man, it would have been so much easier if we could just go through that Battleground section as the Light Smasher Imaginator. I think, based on the previous sections there, the Light Smasher really did prove itself. So we'll continue our way along the Ferris wheel right now. The Cosmic Crane, this is a tech section I was alluding to earlier that we were anticipating by swapping out for a tech sensing. Okay, you guys have got to go, man. You've got to go. Yeah, get him out of here. Boom, boom, shake it for room, and like that, we've unlocked the ability to maneuver the crane, but we're not going to do that until beforehand we've blocked up here and buzzed that right on open with our saw. You know, it's a buzzsaw and all that. It goes buzz! Well, it's more like a kind of noise. I can stop being chaotic now. Jeez, Igknight, we're done with the battle gong, so where's this coming from? Oh, I suppose I just have to treat every section like a battle gong section. And you know what? If I treat every single section with that same level of caution, then I'm sure moving forward our lives will be fine, because we can't be losing lives. We haven't tackled every shrine with every sensor yet, and we need to do so in order to gain access to 100% completion. Let's gather all of that experience, which is absolutely not even needed for Chain Reaction here. He's already at level 20 right now. We went ahead and grabbed it anyway though, and what we're also going to grab are these snail bits for the snail challenge. We've got to collect Imaginite parts, specifically is what they are. They're not snail bits, they're Imaginite bits. Look, I've got to get my bits right. If I'm going to call out the bits, then at least call out the correct ones, am I right? I mean, it's like Twitch. For useful bits are donation bits. All the other bits can stay out of chat, please. So, let's get these guys pushed out of place. Well, by pushing them out of place, we're pushing them into the correct places. That's how things go. Oh, and there's more enemies. I feel sorry because they have no idea what's about to be inflicted upon them. I also don't know how this infliction is going to possibly affect Chain Reaction. I could die from it, which is why we went through the extra security there. By extra security, I mean we grabbed that ice cream to be on the safe side. More healing the better. So let's get over to the other side with a Chain Reaction still intact, just barely, but intact all the same. And these guys deserve death, so I'm going to give it to them. And let's swap out from Chain Reaction back to Tide Pool again, because why not?
In a league of my own.
After all, she's in a league of her own. That's exactly what we need right now. Someone so powerful and cocky that she's in a league of her own. But you know what? The cockiness, the arrogance, she's earned it. Second best sensei and all that, and that's why I pushed through mile too. He has that experience going through. She would have been better off, in hindsight, swapping out for Water Brawler and getting that some experience. But oh well. Hindsight, really not one of my strong suits. So let's play Creation Clash without further ado, because Tide Pool, as well as being in a league of her own, is incredibly intelligent when it comes to Creation Clash. Boom! Wolfgang for the win. Barbella is a brutal stone. We best make sure that Barbella isn't played in the middle, and we're going to do that by playing a stone of our own in the middle. Let's go with a little bit of Hitbox, because they can very easily take Dr. Crankcase right there. Are they going to take Pitboss back? Yes, they are. Okay, that's going to take Wolfgang and Pitboss in one fell swoop, but luckily for me, I can also conduct a fun little 2-for-1, and Robo and Chain Reaction cannot take Starcast back. So in other words, Tessa is a fool, a foolish, foxy fool, because you know that's what she is, she's a fox. So let's finish this game off with a score of 6-3, or by a simplified ratio of course 2-1. For every 1 stone Tessa had on the board, I had 2, because I'm superior. Not only my Creation Clash skills, but also my math skills, apparently. You know, Tessa, could she add 1 to 1? Probably not. That's what makes me better, obviously. Everyone knows that superiority is measured by one's skill in math, even when the thing at hand has nothing to do with math whatsoever. Like, duh. So here we are, undead again. Let's take off Typool and swap out for our undead Imaginator instead, because our undead knight is still kicking. Why the heck not take advantage of this very good-looking woman right now? Yeah, that's definitely the first thing that comes to mind when I see this undead knight. How good-looking she is. Not ugly at all. Yeah, let's just stick with that. I'm a nice guy. I don't call people ugly, even when they are very much objectively ugly. Like this one right here. Boom, let's take him out. I want to talk. Let's take him out some more. Yes, not back for a win. Okay, cool. I'm very happy that that has a great crowd control. Oh man, that has a lot of damage. I almost feel sorry for those guys right there. Almost, at least. So, that Imaginate chest shall be mine. We have a legendary sword, which looks like it would be awesome on my knight, so I'm absolutely going to take advantage of that. I don't care how it affects the stats, okay? It just looks too damn good to not be equipped. It really suits our undead knight and all, which is part of the reason why it looks as ultimate as it does. Yes, I did use the word ultimate, because that's the rarity of the gear for you. So now let's also get this fella pushed down into place, because we're going to need it. There we go, there's some more ice cream, but this guy's too busy being too overpowered and defeating enemies so quickly that they don't even have a chance at attacking the Imaginator and depleting its health. We haven't had its health depleted as of just yet, during this episode that is, so clearly this knight is just too good for everything around it. It needs a real challenge. Okay, we're up here now. And it is occurring to me that there is an area down here which we have missed. I'm not sure if it counts towards all areas found, which is why we're going to go down here regardless. Okay, there is a selfie spot which we're not going to take advantage of because currently our gallery is full. And I can't be asked to go through and delete more of my masterpieces. You know, I can't make that choice. That choice is too tough for a weakling such as myself. Okay, there's more experience for me, don't mind if we do, but is it going to be enough experience to level up this Imaginator in the end? This was not so useful as running directly into the hazard right there. Perhaps I should do that much less. That sounds like a good plan on my behalf. I like that plan. So how about we actually execute upon it? So now we're all the way back here. We've got to make our way to where we were, but it's not like that's too much of a trek, especially with my platform and the skill right there. You see, I can very easily juxtapose myself. 1 minute, talk about my legendary bodacious skills. The next, not so much.
We suggest taking advantage of our instant freeze button in the upper ridge arena.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. I like fun, and that sounds fun. Oh, tech, right before I have the ability to upgrade this character some more. Isn't that rather tragic and unfortunate? So what we're going to do here is swap out the Doctrinaire Cortex instead, because his health bar will be at full, unlike that of Chain Reactions right now. So let's shoot some enemies with a Sorcerer character, because for some reason this Sorcerer character has more quick shot like traits. Why is Doctrinaire Cortex a quick shot? I don't know. The developers said so, I guess. Okay, let's take these guys out some more. That's what we have mines for. Out with the mines. Let's go. Boom, baby. Mines to the face. Do I feel sorry for these guys? No, not really. They had to come in. Okay, sweet. Take them all out from distance. And just like that, we've earned for ourselves an Imaginator chest. So we're going to grab that. Bit minor to do, but it's a common piece. Fortunately, though, it's not about to be a duplicate. Instead, it's going to be something far more useful than a duplicate. In the end, pretty much anything is more useful than a duplicate, but in this case, it's going to be a piece to a set. Let's grab that Experience Orb, even though it's going to waste with Dr. New Cortex here, whom at level 20 has just over 800 health, which is actually a very tragic health bar indeed. In Nightmare mode, this guy's only going to be able to tank a couple of hits. Luckily, we're not on Nightmare mode at the moment, so for the moment being, we're alright, and we're going to even tackle this troll radio along the way. Not successfully though, mind you. I did say we tackle it. I never mentioned anything about the success levels though. Okay, that's much better timing, as is that. And we did it too early. I was a bit eager on the button pressing then. So let's try it again. Go for third time is for charm. Never mind, I suppose it isn't. Man, I'm glad that the rest of my gameplay isn't reflecting how well this troll radio is going right now. Otherwise, every single character I play from Portal this episode would be dead. That was too early again. Man, I'm noticing a reoccurring pattern right here. Okay, 1. That was... I don't even know what's wrong with that one. Boom! Boom! Shake the room! There we go. Umpteenth millionth time is charm. That's a new saying. That's how it goes. What I say goes. Even though usually that is on behalf of developers. You know what? I will take this power! And I'm totally going to be humble with it. Definitely. Most definitely. I'm not going to let this power go to my head. Anyway, we were falling off on purpose there because that is the quickest way in which to deal with that specific section. Okay, let's try not to hit the bounce pad because hitting the bounce pad would undo the process we just made in falling. The whole idea to fall is to get to the bottom, not to bounce all the way back up again. That would be a waste. So, here we go. Let's try not to kill ourselves. That sounds like fun. The question, though, is how am I supposed to unite all of these gems together? That's what I'm trying to do, but the game is saying, nah. Oh, wait, never mind. We were successful in that. So let's get ourselves out of here. Sweet! We took our time doing it, but we sure did get it done. I believe when we pop in here, fire is going to be more powerful. Oh dear, I believe correctly, and this is a very tough section to get through. So what we're going to do is we are going to keep our distance with a character who has a very overpowered super attack and one who's already tackled the Sensei Shrine already, so losing him will not make our 100% goal inachievable. Yeah, that's it. Just stay there, fellas. Stay there where the chain's going to keep attacking you. Oh, yeah, I like being up here. Oh, well, I did like being up there, but the rat said no. Okay, this is a moment where I realised something. I don't even need to fight these guys. The only thing we need to do in here was enter the area for the all areas found objective. As for defeating the enemies, the only benefit we get from it is treasure, so there's no need to do such a thing. There's no point in risking Flare Wolf's life where it's not necessary. We took a very low risk there, got high rewarded for it too. It is very convenient that at my point of utmost danger, I remembered that we did not even need to tackle that combat. Say if all treasure was to offer as a reward, would it be a reward that would go to waste? Because Flare Wolf here is already maxed out on treasure. And there is literally no point in getting him murdered over nothing whatsoever. Okay, let's see if we can get this done successfully. The answer to that question is no, most probably. Especially when I've already screwed it up right there. So let's try this again and hopefully this time with a little less fail. Okay, let's get my gems out here. Sweet! Actually, that's not what we want to do at all. And that's not what we want to do at all either. Okay, I'm going to try something different this time. Let's see if we can get all of the gems over to the left-hand side instead. Without, obviously, the red dude following us. That would be inconvenient, is why. Okay, they're united. Now all I need to do is have this red guy not kill me. So let's get him all the way over to the right, where he doesn't affect us. Okay, cool. Now let's kill it. And we can finish for level at long last. Boom! Third time is a charm, unlike the troll radio. But you know what? That troll radio is a thing of the past. It is to be forgotten. In fact, I've already forgot about it. Let's jump down here, because I'm not sure if this counts towards all areas found or not. Probably not, knowing my luck, but I'm going to kill these guys anyway. I want revenge on the guys who almost killed me earlier. They weren't even successful in their plans, but I want revenge for it all of the same. Woo! Ice cream. Don't mind if we do, my friends. Definitely do not mind if we do. Okay, watch out for that. Bingo. This is a really weird camera angle. Thank you for nothing, you useless video game. With that being said, let's once again grab ourselves some ice cream. Not that we need it because this section is going to be tackled by our dark quick shot, which we have spent some time off camera leveling up so that hopefully it won't be murdered to this section. It would be awful tragic for a dark quick shot who's barely had the light of day during the series to be so brutally killed off. Well, the first thing we're going to do before we continue with this is we are going to upgrade our abilities. This Master Marksman, I believe, has been upgraded already, but the Black Hole is not the most useful dark ability, so we're going to swap it over. Well, actually, we're going to upgrade it first, and then we're going to swap it over. But we have plenty of money. We might as well just upgrade all of our abilities whilst we're at it, even if we aren't to equip them. Okay, we definitely want to get the soul jump ability as well whilst we're at it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Then we're going to upgrade you, and we're going to upgrade you, which is actually the ability that I want to go with, the Master Death Blossom. Okay, let's take out some fools! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys thought that was powerful. One thing I realised that I forgot to do whilst we was here is actually upgrade our statistics with obviously much more powerful weaponry. So we have additional attack and armor, which is way more useful than what the other things had to offer. Yeah, we definitely want to stick with them guns right there, and then we're going to move into gear. So for our headgear, oh, a pilot helmet with extra speed and luck. That sounds pretty awesome. And it's definitely better buff than everything else so far, because everything else in here is pretty much in the red, except you. You're all a lot more powerful. Let's just go with that instead. If it's a lot more powerful, it would make sense to me. Yeah, everything else from here on out is pretty much in the red, so we're going to stick with what we have there for Mopian. Obviously, we're not too worried about going through and completely designing all of these characters. We'll worry about that in the near future when we have more parts unlocked to us. For Mopian, we're concerned purely about which parts give us the biggest buffs, and so far everything else is in the red compared to what we have, so we're going to stick with them shoulder pads, and we're going to do the same tactic with our leg guards. Ooh, that's looking good. That's looking very much in the green. Okay, cool, that's what we want. Leg guards next. 30 and 10, that looks good to me. The attack and arm would be more useful, but there doesn't seem to be one that grants us such things. Or we could sacrifice armor for attack here, which is exactly what I'm going to do actually. Finally, for backpack, let's see what we got. Obviously, we want to focus on attack and armor. Oh, that's what we're going to get from the bad delivery backpack. Let's see what else we can take advantage of. So far, everything else just kind of like gives us even stats with what we have already. And now it's just a complete reverse of what we're looking for. So yes, by the looks of it, might as well stick with what we have. Cool. We have a dark gunslinger with a pizza delivery backpack. Only in Skylanders Imaginators can we see this level of creativity and mastery of design. Like seriously, nothing else comes close to this level of absolute legendary bodaciousness. And bodacious is definitely word of the day, so to say. Which doesn't rhyme, therefore making me tell about even knowing it. Now this guy thinks he's powerful. He ain't nothing. He ain't shit. This right here, with my spinning pistols. Now that is for shit. Let's go!
You know, I almost admire your tenacity.
I mean, he doesn't actually. He doesn't admire it whatsoever. He's a lion. He's a lying, dirty, rotten liar is what he is. Okay, let's continue to take him out some more. Well, that was rude. He hit me, but it's not going to matter because that's what my increased armor stat is for. Ow. Okay, that one hurt. But luckily we have plenty of health to go because we're at level 31 with this guy. A lot better, a lot higher than what it was last time we saw him. That's what we have the benefit of upgrading these characters off screen for. Something which, as I mentioned in one of the previous episodes, I don't really consider it a cheat. After all, it's been common practice for me during locks and Soul Seekers to level up and upgrade characters off screen, so why should Imaginators be any different? Yes, sure, the challenge is playing them from scratch, because obviously every Imaginator for each battle class has a random element assigned to it. You know, nothing stops me from loading up my PS4 on a completely different global save, so it doesn't impact the current Imaginate chests I have collected on this main save file I have in PlayStation 5. There's nothing to stop me booting up the PS4 and upgrading my Imaginators on that different globalized save right there. I mean, the Moon Day had to re-record Thumping Wumper Island anyway, so I might as well have taken advantage of the PlayStation 4 global save to upgrade my Imaginators. These guys really need to stop defeating me. I hate it, it's so rude. Ow, that was a lot of damage. But, speaking of a lot of damage, he's about done here. He will be in a moment of jiffy and spit. Told you so! And that should even level us up a 30-second time. Just like that, we're now at over 1,000 health with our quick shot, which is pretty fucking busted if you were to ask me.
It's been horrible! But here's a question for you, hotshot. How are you going to defeat me?
How am I going to defeat you? With ease is how, Kaos. You're not exactly a tough fight to get through, which is part of the main problems of this cave to begin with. Oh, but thanks for good luck, though. Yeah, we do appreciate that. So without further ado, let's collect this. And this is actually going to give us access, I believe, to the final secret technique we're missing for our quick shots. The charge shot, which is not a very good one. So I'd rather stick with the secret technique I have already. Ooh, a new catchphrase then. That's pretty sweet. My power. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. So, does it seem pretty cool, the headgear right there? So we have the skelly guns too, whilst we're at it, and our final piece, the backpack piece, is going to be the bat wings. No, bat wings! Because why not, right? Why not bring the Batman theme into this? And hopefully my singing wasn't so good that it got copyrighted right there, because that would be tragic. Okay, we can come through this. I somehow missed all areas haven't been found. I have no idea which areas I missed, but it's something that we can address when we come back through for the speedrun objective. So without further ado, let's skip over all this unnecessary deeps do. It's annoying how I go out of my way, especially for the section we did with Flare Wolf, I go out of my way to try and find all of the areas, and then the objectives at the end are just like, ha! Nope. So that being said, what we're going to conclude this episode with is not the Lair of Chaos, but instead we're going to open up some Imaginite chests. Let's go, baby, let's go! First things first, we have a level star with a common piece. It's a new head. Boar Bash. Okay, sure, why not? Here's the Egg Rescue arcade game from, obviously, if you liked Smash after it defeated enemies, it took a little bit of a load off. It cooled down with the Egg Rescue minigame, which we almost failed, but luckily for us, almost doesn't quite count now, does it? The same thing happened with Chain Reaction. He almost failed the Battle Goal, but almost doesn't count. And then we have another common piece. A sentinel weapon for Bamboo Bow, which is awesome. I love that name. Though it being a common piece means that its stats really aren't anything to write home about. So the likelihood of us using that for our upcoming Life Sentinel, let's just say the odds of using it are slim within the single digits. Anyway, another piece of ultimate gear. We have a backpack, the Steampunk Pack, which is awesome. Another awesome piece of gear. Finally, another lockgem unification, one in which Flare Wolf completed successfully, which is going to get us even more close to completing that set. We are very close, missing only one piece from it. Our final piece of the day is going to be a very anticlimactic piece because it's a common piece, the Water Tacit. So now with that having been done, it is time to roll out that outro without further ado. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!